Hey guys, Josh here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Dave the Diver. This is a game that recently came out in early access on Steam, and basically you have to dive, catch some fish, and then at night you run a sushi restaurant. This game is being developed and published by Mint Rocket, which is a subsidiary of Nexon, and you probably know Nexon for popular games like MapleStory. And they are sponsoring this video today, giving me the chance to check out this game with you guys, so thank you very much, and let's jump into it. There is also a link to the Steam page in the description, so feel free to check it out. So I've been playing this game for quite some time in the last week, and in today's video I would like to just show you how one day in the game goes. And as we do that, I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks. So every day is divided into 3 big sections. So there's the morning, afternoon, and evening. And usually in the morning and afternoon, you will go diving, try to catch some fish. And in the evening, you will run your sushi restaurant. So there's 2 big parts of this game. And before we go diving this morning, I'm gonna do some shopping. So you can upgrade your equipment. And what I would recommend upgrading first is definitely the air tank, which will allow you to stay underwater for a longer period of time. And the diving suit, which will allow you to go deeper. So that's definitely the first 2 things I would recommend upgrading. But today I think I'm gonna go for a bigger inventory because this one always fills up pretty quickly. And yeah, I don't have enough money for anything else. You can also craft some weapons. And now there's a new weapon I can craft, which is the triple axle. So some of the fish in this game are very sturdy, very strong. And you need some weapons to get them. So I'm gonna craft that. And I'm going to take a look at my quest. So currently what I have to do is go to a rock pile. That's what I need to do for the main story. I'm not sure if I will be able to find that today, but that's one thing I'll try to keep in mind. So I think that's it for the preparation I wanted to do this morning. And let's just dive. So the main thing you want to do in this game when you dive is just collecting as many fish as possible, because you will need fish to make sushi and run your restaurant, make money, and buy more upgrades. And also you'll want to try to complete the missions. So now I need to find a rock pile. So let me just kind of show you how the game works. As you can see at the bottom, I've got my oxygen tank. So the more I swim and the more time I spend in the water, this goes down. Sometimes you can also find some oxygen bottles that will fill it up. Here you can see the depth. So if you go deeper, especially if you don't have really good equipment, your oxygen will deplete faster. And now I just touched a pufferfish, which poisoned me, so my oxygen was dropping even faster. And here you can see my weight. So if you carry too much stuff, you will start swimming slower. And pretty much you have a knife, which you can use to cut down the fish. Some fish are aggressive, such as this one. Oh, well, now he's running away from me for some reason, but some fish are aggressive. And you also have a harpoon, which you can use to catch fish from a distance. And the fish at the surface is pretty easy to get, but the deeper you go, the stronger the fish will be, and they will be a lot harder to catch. So for example, this one is a little bit tougher, and sometimes you get these little quick time events or like little mini games that you need to do to catch them. And sometimes you find these little oxygen bottles that refill your oxygen. And yeah, so I'm just gonna try to follow this little radar here that tells me where I need to go for my main mission. And let's try to find a rock pile. And sometimes you'll find boxes with weapons or things that like tools to move faster, or like here I got an oxygen bottle and it puts it in my equipment, so whenever I need it I can just use it and it will refill my oxygen. So as you can see here, there's a big shark, and I've been trying to get this one a few times and it's just really hard to get. Oh, there's some squids as well. So as you can see, some fish will have different behavior, but I'm gonna try to get this one using my brand new weapon. And sometimes, oh, you see I kind of missed dodging this attack and I'm about to die, so I'm just gonna take my oxygen bottle. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna swim away from this fight because I don't think I have the weapon that's good enough to take care of this shark. And if you hold shift, you can actually swim faster, which is what I was doing to run away from the shark. Well, to swim away from the shark, okay, I need to place a bomb here. But what I was saying is that Yeah, you can swim faster holding shift. However, that makes your oxygen deplete a lot faster. So you should only use that in an emergency if you're really trying to swim away. If you're trying to go back to the surface, or if you're just like swimming around and there's no danger, you definitely should not press shift. Otherwise, yeah, your oxygen will deplete so much faster. So I'm gonna place a bomb here, and that will give me access to some new area. All good, you know, it's sort of hard to see through a radio. We can't have you torn into 1,000 pieces and become food for the sharks. That's a scary thing to say in such a casual voice. Now, back away from the bomb for a bit. And these little radio things here, you can see the little blue radio. That allows you to go back to the surface very quickly. So whenever you see these, it's good to kind of remember where you saw them. They're always in the same spots, but it's a good thing to remember. All right, so let's go in there and see what is there. Go to a new region, yes. So I didn't know that until now, but as you can see, there are different regions in this game. So I guess you will be swimming in different areas as you progress. So I'm gonna be investigating the area, and if there are any spoilers, I think I'm just gonna skip because I want this video to be kind of a first look at the game. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this quest. Now I have to go back to the boat, but I still have plenty of oxygen and plenty of time. Actually, as long as you have oxygen, you can stay underwater. There's no time limit. So I would definitely recommend always staying for as long as you can, as long as you have oxygen, as long as you have space in your bag, so you can catch as many fish as possible for the restaurant. So I'm gonna try to catch this big one. And usually the big ones like these, you have to deal some damage to them before you can catch them. And of course you can upgrade your harpoon and all of your weapons as you play. But yeah, this one is gonna take a little bit of work. So let me try with my new weapon like this. Fortunately, it's not aggressive, so it's not trying to attack me or anything. So it's not too difficult. It's just trying to swim away from me. And usually, of course, the bigger fish will be more valuable for the restaurant, but they will also take more space in your bag, right? They're gonna be more heavy. All right, so I finally got it. Oh, no, almost. Oh, yeah, I did get it. Like this. All right, so I finally got it. I'm sure it's gonna be worth it. And as you can see, I'm starting to run out of air. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna stay here and try to get as many fish as possible. And as you saw earlier, there's a little thing, this little blue radio that allows me to go back to the surface. So I don't actually have to swim all the way back up. So I'm just gonna stay here, try to fill my bag as much as I can. All right, so now I got pretty much all of the fish in the area and my bag is full. I can still swim, but I am a little bit slower. So if I had more oxygen, I will still try to get a little bit more fish, but I'm running out now. So I'm just gonna go here and go back up to the boat. And this does take some time to activate, so just make sure you still have a little bit of oxygen before you get there. And now we're gonna go back to the boat and it's gonna be the afternoon. Okay, so now it's the afternoon and I can see all of the fish that I got in the morning. As you can see, I got quite a bit. And of course, the bigger fish like the giant trevally will give more pieces of meat. I've got 6 here for this one and it is also more valuable. So I'm gonna make a good amount of money tonight. But we still have a lot of time. It is the afternoon, so we can skip the time, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. Doesn't really have much benefits. So let's just dive one more time. So now I don't have anything that I need to do for my main quest. But actually tomorrow, I think, or in 2 days, there will be a special event, which is a jellyfish kind of event where all of the customers will come to the restaurant to eat specifically jellyfish dishes. So I'm gonna try to get as much jellyfish as I can. And some of them are kind of tricky because if you touch them, they hurt you. And sometimes you get these little achievements as well. Right now I have one of them. It is to collect 10 jellyfish. And when you complete these achievements, you can get some rewards. So maybe I can do that at the same time. See here, 6 out of 10. So I feel like this game can be a lot of different kind of vibes. So sometimes it's very chill and relaxing. You're just like in the water, swimming around, catching some fish. And other times they're going to be running away from sharks. Sometimes there's going to be like currents in the water that are going to push you against dangerous fish, and it's going to be really stressful. So sometimes it's stressful, sometimes it's really chill, depending depending on the day and depending on where you go. But right now I'm just kind of taking it slow, just trying to catch a lot of little fish a bit aimlessly. And here there's a weapon box, so let's see what's in there. Sometimes you get better harpoons, so now I've got the Hush Dart, and that replaces my other gun I had before. I don't know if this one is better or not, I guess we'll have to try it. And sometimes you can find things like rocks and seaweeds, and these things are used for crafting, like crafting weapons and things like that. So let's try our new Hush Dart on these squids. Okay, so it's running away. I don't know if it's slower than usual or not, but oh yeah, it's fallen asleep now. So oh my gosh, I just woke it up. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's swim away. This guy is dangerous. Okay, let me try to swim away from that guy. I think that's the barracuda. This one's actually pretty valuable, but it is hard to beat. So yeah, as I said, this game can be a little bit stressful at time when you're trying to swim away, and you've got so many of these dangerous creatures. Okay, I'm gonna grab whatever isn't there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I wanted to grab the oxygen, but I didn't have time to do that, and I don't have enough oxygen to go back up. So I guess you guys will get to see what happens when you die, or maybe not. If I try to find, there was a little, yeah, you know what, I think I'm gonna have to die. Oh no, there's a little radio here, so let's escape. And am I gonna make it? And yes, I'm just barely made it. So you guys didn't get to see what happens if you run out of oxygen, but pretty much they rescue you, so you get to go back to the top, but you can only bring back one item. So if you caught like 20 different types of fish, well, you can only bring one back. So yeah, but fortunately I didn't run out of oxygen, so I was able to bring back everything that I got. And now it's the evening, which means it's sushi time. So let's go to Bancho Sushi. Oh, and today we've got some guests, Vincent Gourmet. And sometimes you get these VIP guests that will require a specific recipe. So let's see what happens. Hello viewers, this is Yui from the TV show Star the Chef. Today I've come to a seaside sushi bar that's all the rage on Cooksta, Bancho Sushi. In this sushi bar that's famous for its exotic sushi, we have with us the legendary sushi expert Vincent Yamaoka. I am Vincent Yamaoka. Hello Vincent, how would you define sushi? Sushi is a very simple dish. There's only rice, vinegar, wasabi, and the fish that goes on top. Everything hangs upon these ingredients. However, simple does not mean easy. Listen, how good are the ingredients? How were they stored and aged? How were they cut? How was the rice cooked? And how was it molded? All those things matter in the art of sushi, yes. I see. In that case, what do you think of the exotic sushi that Bancho Sushi is famous for? The ingredients for sushi have long been similar: the king of fish, the tuna, and particularly the belly. Below that, the olive, flounder, and amberjack with white and red meat. All verified ingredients, you understand. To venture to use new ingredients despite the many proven ones that existed from the Edo era. Regardless of the taste, this shows a lack of respect. You have once criticized California rolls as not being real sushi. We're curious to see what your opinions on Bancho Sushi will be. Now then, let's start by introducing the star of today's show. This is the owner, Bancho. This is a bit sudden. I'm called Ban... He's quite reticent. That can only mean he speaks through his cooking. This sushi bar offers a fantastic view as it's near the giant blue hole, and the chef sure gives off the vibes of a master. I'm really looking forward to how the food will taste. Vincent, which food will you be trying? I'm not really interested in the menu of a place that is so focused on appearances. You there, Bancho, was it? Your name? Let me take a look at what you can do. Let me see. Bring me something to surprise me. Wow, Vincent offers a daring provocation. He left the menu for the chef to decide. I can't just sit by and listen to your prejudiced thinking. Give me 2 days, I will be sure to shock you. A standoff between a traditional gourmet and an exotic chef. Things are getting real interesting. We'll come to you live on the next episode. Don't forget to tune in next time to Starve the Chef. What are you thinking? What are you going to do? A man does not run from a challenge. I've thought of something. Will you get me the ingredients? I need sea grape and white spotted jellyfish. They can both be harvested in the stalactite cave about 100 meters down in the depths. By the way, you will need to capture the white spotted jellyfish alive. You will need a tranquilizer gun or a net gun. You're going to make sushi with those? Okay, a stalactite cave, right? I'll go look for them. So sometimes a VIP customer will order a dish that's not on the menu. Procure the ingredients by the designated date. So as you can see, sometimes you'll get challenges like these. Unfortunately, we won't be able to finish that today. I already have the sea grape and the salt, but I don't have the jellyfish yet. So we're going to be running the restaurant tonight and you can see how it goes. I just want to show you the staff. So you can hire kitchen staff and dining staff. So I have one of each right now. So the dining staff will help you serve the dishes and the kitchen staff will make the preparation a little bit faster. And you can place ads if you want to hire more. But for now, I think I'm doing good with just this staff because I'm still in the beginning. Another thing you can do with your money is buy interior decoration. So there's lots of things you can change, like the table counters. You can change the chairs, ceiling, speakers. So you can really make the restaurant your own. So I'm not gonna spend too much, but I like this little lantern here. So we're gonna go with that. And now I'm gonna set the menu for tonight. So every night you'll have to make the menu with the fish that you've got in your inventory. And as you can see, some of the dishes have little green arrows and that means I can level them up. And I would definitely recommend leveling up a dish as soon as you can. It will consume a lot of the fish. So for example, I need 6 pieces of red lionfish to upgrade this dish, but it will increase its value and it will make the customers happier. And that upgrade is permanent, right? So it costs a little bit at first, but it is definitely worth it in the long term. And you get these cute little cutscenes also every time. So that is upgraded. So I'm just gonna upgrade everything because it is definitely worth it. All right, so I just finished upgrading everything I could upgrade. And one little thing I wanted to point out. So here I've got my fried egg jellyfish sushi. And there's a little pink bowl right here, and you might be wondering what that is. It actually means that this item will be used for an upcoming event, which is the jellyfish kind of festival that's happening tomorrow. So I will definitely not use this today because I will need it for tomorrow, but I can use anything else. I have so much fish right now. I'm gonna try to use the most valuable ones. So I've got some shark here. And usually I try to use the ones that I have the most of because your selection every day is a little bit limited. So right now I can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items on my menu. And once my restaurant gets more popular, I will be able to put more. But yeah, just because I want to serve as many customers as possible, I will use the ones like this one. I have 7 portions, so I will put that. And this one has 5 portions, so I'm gonna put that. If I look at like this fish right here, the black and white snapper sushi, I just have 1 portion. So I'm just gonna wait until I have more before I serve it. But red lionfish, I've got 8. And last but not least, we're gonna go with the reef triggerfish sushi. So that's gonna be a big night. And yeah, I think we're good to go. So let's close this and open Bancho Sushi. So very shortly, you can see the customers are coming and they will place their orders, and sometimes they will want some tea and it just makes them a little bit happier and they will give you some tips. So Just make sure you take care of the tea, and the other staff can't do the tea. So that's the only thing you have to do by yourself. So as you can see, there's a lot of meals ready right here. All the ones that are purple are ready to be served. So oops, you actually need to make sure there's always wasabi ready, because you can't serve sushi without wasabi. And you can run with shift, but Dave can't run for a very long time. So yeah, now I'm just serving the sushi, and I've got my coworker helping me. And if a customer waits for too long, they will just walk away, and you can't reuse a dish. So if you've got a dish prepared for a customer and that customer walks away, you can't keep that dish for later. You will have to throw it away. So that's why you gotta be careful. For example, if you know you don't have enough staff and you use a lot of expensive fish, you're gonna have to throw it away. So it's gonna be quite a waste. So tonight I knew I had enough staff, so that's why I didn't mind using a lot of my fish, and even the more expensive one like the shark. But yeah, definitely don't use the shark if you know you don't have enough staff and you might lose some. But yeah, tonight it went pretty well. And you might have seen sometimes you have to clean the tables as well. So yeah, tonight was pretty easy. So we're closed for the day. We got some new likes. I'm gonna show the Cooksta app a little bit later, right after actually. My top sales were from the whole roasted shark head, and I can see I made 361 in sale, 78 in expenses for my paying the employees and operation. So I made 283 today, which is not too bad. And now it's the next day, so I will repeat the same process. I will go diving in the morning, in the afternoon, and tonight I will run the restaurant. And tonight is the actual jellyfish party. So today I will try to get as many jellyfish as possible. And I just want to show you, before we wrap up this video, the Cooksta app. So this is kind of like Instagram, pretty much. So you can see people posting about the food that I ate at your restaurant. And when you serve VIP guests, usually that will help you get more followers and things like that. And as you can see now, I need to get 100 followers, which will probably happen in 1 or 2 days. And when I do that, I will get new recipes. I will get 1 new menu slot, so I will be able to serve more stuff every day. I will have the option for 1 more kitchen staff, more wasabi, and new interior items. So yeah, the more popular you are, the more things you unlock, and you get little pictures here when you progress through the story. But yeah, it's just a cute little app, and I like to just look at the different sushi. Makes me very hungry. But I think that's gonna be pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to show you how this game plays and give you my little tips. And yeah, let me know what you think of it. I was really surprised by this game. And keep in mind, this game is still in early access, but there's already quite a bit of content. But once again, I will leave the link in the description if you want to check out their Steam page. Thank you again to Mint Rocket for sponsoring this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content on this game, and I'll see you all in the next video.